What's the most preventable injury you've seen leadership blame on the soldier? Private Nolan West broke his ankle during morning PT. Happened right in front of me during a routine run around base. We were doing our usual 3-mile loop. Nothing extreme. Flat paved road. Perfect weather. Standard Tuesday morning formation run. Nolan was running in the middle of the pack when he suddenly went down hard. Heard him scream from 20 feet away. His ankle twisted at an angle that made my stomach turn. Platoon sergeant called halt. We gathered around while Nolan sat there gripping his leg, face white with pain. His ankle was already swelling up like a grapefruit. Staff Sergeant Devin Parrish came running up. What happened, West? My ankle just gave out, Sergeant. Don't know why. Parrish looked annoyed. You trip over your own feet? No, Sergeant. Just collapsed. They called the medics. Loaded Nolan into an ambulance. We finished the run while Parrish muttered about soldiers not knowing how to run properly. That afternoon, Parrish filed an official report, listed it as injury due to improper running form and lack of attention to foot placement. Made it sound like Nolan was clumsy and careless. The report went up to the company commander, Captain Hugh Brennan. He signed off without question. Case closed. Soldier's fault. Except my buddy Curtis had been running right next to Nolan when it happened. He told me something weird. Dude, there was a huge pothole right where Nolan stepped. Saw his foot go straight into it. I hadn't noticed during the chaos, but Curtis was certain. That hole's been there for weeks. We run past it every single day. Next morning at PT, I looked for it. Sure enough, massive pothole right in the middle of our running route. Size of a basketball, maybe 6 inches deep. Edges crumbling with chunks of broken asphalt. Asked some other guys if they'd seen it. Everyone had. It'd been there for over a month. We all just knew to watch for it and hop over. Didn't someone submit a work order to fix it? I asked. Curtis laughed. 3 different people submitted work orders. Parrish kept saying it wasn't a priority, told facilities to worry about more important stuff. That's when it clicked. Parrish had known about the pothole for weeks. Multiple soldiers had warned him it was dangerous. He'd ignored every single request to get it fixed. Now Nolan was in the hospital with a fractured ankle, and Parrish had blamed it on poor running form. I went to see Nolan at the clinic. He was on crutches, looking miserable. Doctor said he'd need surgery in 6 months recovery time. His deployment was canceled. Entire career timeline delayed. They're saying it's my fault, Nolan told me, that I wasn't paying attention. But I swear, there was this hole that just appeared out of nowhere. It didn't appear out of nowhere. It's been there for a month. Parrish knew about it. Nolan's face changed. You serious? I showed him photos I'd taken that morning. Clear pictures of the pothole right in our running path. Even had a photo of the old work order request form that Curtis had saved on his phone. What do I do with this? You take it to the commander. Next day, Nolan requested a meeting with Captain Brennan. Brought the photos, the work order proof, statements from 5 soldiers who'd reported the hazard. Brennan looked at everything. His expression got darker with each page. Sergeant Parrish told me this was due to your carelessness. That's not accurate, sir. The pothole was a known hazard. Multiple work orders were submitted. Brennan called Parrish into his office immediately. I wasn't there, but Curtis heard it through the walls. The captain's voice loud enough to rattle windows. Investigation started that afternoon. Base safety officer got involved. They inspected the entire running route, found 7 other hazards that had been reported and ignored. Parrish tried to defend himself. Said soldiers should be watching where they run. That personal responsibility matters. Safety officer shut him down fast. Part of leadership is maintaining safe training environments. You failed that duty. Parrish got relieved of his position, moved to a desk job processing paperwork, lost his chance at promotion that year. The pothole got fixed within 48 hours. So did every other hazard on that running route. Base commander made it a priority after seeing the investigation report. Nolan's medical report got amended, changed from injury due to soldier error to injury due to inadequate facility maintenance. Meant he could get proper disability compensation if his ankle never healed right. But here's the part that really got me. 3 weeks later, during a safety brief, Captain Brennan stood in front of the entire company. I owe Private West an apology. I signed off on a report without investigating the facts. That's on me, not on Sergeant Parrish alone. He turned to Nolan, who was sitting in the back on crutches. You did the right thing bringing evidence forward. Took courage to challenge your leadership. That's what good soldiers do. Then Brennan looked at the rest of us. Anyone sees a safety hazard, you report it. If it doesn't get fixed, you report it again. And if someone tries to blame you for getting hurt because leadership failed to act, you fight back with facts. Parrish left the army 6 months later. Couldn't handle the demotion and lost respect from the troops. Nolan's ankle healed up eventually. Took 8 months instead of 6, but he made full recovery. Got promoted ahead of schedule. Captain personally recommended him for advancement. Last I heard, Nolan's a sergeant now. Runs safety inspections for his platoon. Takes every work order seriously, no matter how minor it seems. Says he'll never let another soldier get blamed for leadership's negligence.